Back to the micro abattoir, I've got some serious concerns about this, given that on a weekly basis I'm getting telephone calls from people who live close by, live very close by, that have had no opportunity to even see the plans, read the plans, put in an objection if that's what they want to do. I don't understand how this could get so far and we haven't consulted with the community. And every week I get a phone call, and I'm more prepared to give the numbers to the GM not after the meeting, but tomorrow. Now, there are some serious concerns about this, and I also note that a grant writer was hired at a cost of $2,000. What was our people doing when we got to pay $2,000 to get someone to write a grant application? This was going to be at no cost to council. Well, it cost us $2,000 just to put in the application with no guarantee of success. And I think we probably need to go back and revisit our abattoir, because if my information is correct, we've not consulted with the community, and there are some people who live very, very close by that are very upset.
Mr Harvey, you want to talk to that, any of that?
Yes, Mr Mayor. I'd just like to point out that no development application has been put in for this project. Funding applications have been put in. We are still waiting to hear the result of the Growing Local Economies funding. We were told that we would hear within a couple of days this week. Unfortunately, the minister concerned is on leave just at the present time. That's why there has been no official start or notification to the near neighbours, because there is no development application being put in at this stage. There has been 3 public meetings in Barham, public meetings open to the public and well publicised and very well attended over the last 18 months, so that the community have had an opportunity to go there and be informed about the proposal. I have personally gone to Barham and met with 2 close neighbours. I've spoken on the phone with 2 other close neighbours this week, and we've made time for me to go to Barham again and meet with them, and they've asked me whether they can invite other people, and I've said yes. So that's really to explain the project. In terms of what Councillor Campbell said, she's waiting for a report. Well, the report is to come back to Council once we know about the funding. As soon as we hear about the funding, the report that was promised to Council will come back to Council.
Councillor Wise was next.
Yep, I spoke to, I kind of agree with you, Tom. I'm all for the abattoirs, but I'm not so sure about the place that it's going to go or what's suggested to go. And I really feel that Council's got a fair bit of land out on the east side of Barham that probably is more suitable for this type of industry. It's not a beautiful industry, and if it's sitting beside little small properties with kids and stuff like that, I'm not so sure about squealing pigs, sort of like, 200 yards from the kids' play area. So I'm totally happy with the concept, but I actually would love to revisit and give a lot of the members a look around and see what else is available. Maybe some council land somewhere that we can hack it, put it on there and save a bit of cost as well. That would be better.
Thank you. Councillor Campbell.
Yes, just in relation to the comments made by our council officer, the public meetings, I am told by some of the complaints I've got, were to join the cooperative. I just can't wait for us to get the public water register so we can see who sold water, who are the recipients of the MDBA water recovery grant money to, and let's get this public water register open.
This is not relevant to the discussion, Councillor Campbell.
Well, it's drought funding money, and I'd like to see who qualifies, and also the public meetings, I believe, were to join the cooperative. That's what I'm told from the people who have complained to me.
Thank you. Mr John. Harvey?
Mr Mayor, I really have to protest. Councillor Campbell is trying to indicate that there is some underhand business going on here. And this has been going on for weeks now with some councillors. And to be really honest with you, I'm not going to have aspersions cast against my my reputation. If anybody wants to investigate any of these projects, then I will support it 100%. But to sit in an open council meeting and cast aspersions as to some underhand or secretive business that's going on, these are community groups that have put these projects forward. These were not initiated by council. They were put forward by community groups, and my job is to help community groups. So I would really like Councillor Campbell to explain if she has any evidence of wrongdoing, then bring it to the council.
Thank you, Councillor Waywich.
Councillor Harvey, not Councillor.
Sorry, Councillor Waywich was next.
I've lost my train of thought now after that. Look, it's quite clear, it's quite obvious that there's a bit of angst in the area about this. I don't see why we've got all these press releases. We have to find out what's happening in the newspaper. We can't be told by our office staff. And you'd have to admit, Mr. Harvey, there's been a lot of press about this, but not much on the ground. If there's been all these community consultations, why are people ringing me up and saying, we are vehemently opposed to this, and I live 300 metres from it. We've had nothing from council, no consultation, no paperwork, no nothing.
Well, okay. I think Mr. Harvey has already addressed that issue about consultation. It's already taken place, and the role for consultation, formal consultation, occurs once a DA is submitted, and that's the opportunity for feedback.
Well, my response to that is maybe we put the cart before the horse.
Well, that's a legislative issue, not a council issue. One last try, Councillor Campbell.
Yes, I'd